Look at this Christmas cactus. There is a ton of flowers growing on this thing. This was a cutting that I took, and it is growing. It's basically just been growing in this starter pot for I don't know, about a year now, and it is growing all of these flowers. And I've been taking care of this the same way I take care of the ones that are in my windowsill. I've been giving it, pretty much the same amount of fertilizer, same fertilizer, and the only difference is this has been in a grow tent the entire time under artificial lighting, and these are QG LED light strips. It's a warm white and cool white, not that red blue stuff that people keep attributing to increased flower growth. Look at all the flowers on this. Yeah, you can grow plants under pink purple lights, and people can claim they get more flowers. Well, have you ever tried grow lights before? Maybe it's just the fact that you're giving your plants more light all of a sudden, and they're causing it to grow more flowers. Like this, if you were to take a Christmas cactus and you were to put it, in a shady area of your house, not next to a window, it's not going to grow hardly any flowers, no matter what time of year it is, no matter how many daylight hours it has. It might grow a few, one or two at the most. But just the fact that you're putting a plant under more light is the reason why it's going to be increasing the amount of flowers. And that's a very common misconception. You can increase flowering growth, sure, with maybe some additional supplemental red light, but do these lights look red or blue to you? No, it's just a warm and cool white LEDs, and that is pretty much the perfect mix of artificial lighting, if you ask me. You can see it right here. I've not done anything special to this. I'm not giving any kind of special fertilizer. It just suddenly starts growing all these flowers. And I wanted to also talk about kind of the reason why I'm making this video here is to kind of make that point, but also talk about the photoperiod. Now, people know, some people know that a Christmas cactus, a crab cactus, or whatever you want to call it, they're all very similar things. These will start producing flowers around Christmas time, or actually more like around Thanksgiving time in this part of the world, in this hemisphere. They produce the flowers around that time because the daylight hours lessen. So when you give a Christmas cactus 12 hours of darkness, it triggers it to start producing flowers. And I've done that myself, actually, in a grow tent, and I've actually made them produce flowers. And so if you were to take this, if it was midsummer, it had no flowers on it, and you're getting like 14 hours of daylight a day, 14 hours of sun, it's not going to produce flowers. So I've actually taken it and put them in the grow tents under 12 hours of darkness, and in a couple weeks they start producing a bunch of flowers. However, 12 hours of darkness is not only what triggers the flowers to grow. There's actually another trigger, and I think I figured it out. These lights here are only on, well, not only, but they are on for 17 hours a day. I think that's what it is. 17, maybe it's 16 hours a day. But anyways, it's nowhere near 12 hours of darkness. But look at how many flowers it's grown, and it just started doing this about 2 weeks ago, and we are almost at the end of winter. It did not do this. It did not do this around Thanksgiving. No flowers were produced from there till now. So basically, from I would say October to now March, no flowers up until now. The lighting hours have not changed in this grow tent. The only thing that has changed, that I think is the only difference, is the temperature. So in the basement, over the period of the winter, my basement stays about the same temperature for several months, let's put it that way. But when it gets really cold outside, which it has over the past 2 months, the basement starts dropping a few degrees. And when it does that, it pretty much stays that way consistently, because I don't heat my basement. So pretty much all the cool air settles in the basement, and the temperature stays pretty constant. And to be more specific, the temperature's been probably around 64, 65 degrees in the basement. And it's been that way for a while, and then recently it started to kind of going back up a little bit since it's been getting warmer. So I think I figured out the other trigger, which I'm pretty sure is temperature, because other than that, the lighting hours haven't changed. But I wanted to make the video kind of to make those 2 points there and to kind of educate people. I've never seen this many flowers on this small of a plant before, and I've seen a lot of good things happen using these lights, not just in this grow tent, but other grow tests and stuff. I'm very impressed with how well it works. I was not expecting this to flower at all, being in here under 16 hours of light. But that's about it for this video. I have other videos on my channel about just kind of the stuff you see here in the tent with my bonsai trees and all that. If you want to watch those, I'll probably provide links here at the end. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.